Q&A number 2, answering. Go, me, now, here, answering in my Q&A comments, which are now here in front of me. I've gotten 184 comments so far. Most of them questions, some even multiple questions, so I'd say that there's pretty close to 184 questions in here. And last time I started from the oldest ones, from the first ones, and I worked my way up from there. I worked my way through an astounding probably 5, 6, 7 comments, because that's how effective I was in my last video, so I'm trying to be more effective now. I could probably be most effective if I studied these questions beforehand, before I record a video, and think up an answer beforehand, just kind of, you know, belt it out as I go along. But this is it's more raw like this. It's more honest. You get my brutal first reaction now, and a lot of shit talk, and very little meaningful answers. But hey, that's how I want to do it. I'm gonna start now from the ones I've gotten most recently, so I'm starting from the newest ones. I've probably already got fucking 3 minutes into the video and I haven't done anything. So here we go. When did you start playing guitar? I probably answered this last time. I don't know. Yeah, I answered this last time, I think. If I didn't, don't tell them. Check my last video. If I didn't answer there, fucking send me a message. Lady Gaga or Katy Perry? Masafin asks me. Fuck Lady Gaga. Let me be clear. Like, not fuck her because she's a mainstream pop artist and yeah, it's just fucking MTV and stuff and pop sucks. No, that's not the case. I listen to a lot of pop. In fact, Katy Perry is great. I love her Teenage Dream album. I blast it a lot because I like to listen to brain dead, well produced pop that is well executed. I like to do it because it's just something I like to do. Lady Gaga, on the other hand, her whole fucking thing is so retarded. Her music sucks. It's honestly sounds like, a lot of people have said this before and I'll say it again, it sounds like reheated 90s Ibiza synth techno pop, Euro pop, basically. It's horrible, but as if that's not enough, her whole fucking thing is to be very gimmicky and rely on that and just and rip off all kinds of and this is what pisses me off the most. If someone is somewhat eccentric nowadays, like if some known pop artist or whatever turns a bit, you know, weird, like has a weird makeup on in a video or something, everyone always goes immediately, she's copying Lady Gaga. How the fuck is that possible? I have no idea why these kids say that, because they have obviously missed out on David Bowie, Klaus Nomi, all these, basically all the people that Lady Gaga is ripping off. And they just think that people associate everything out of the norm, slightly out of the norm, fucking makeup, ooh, fucking black and wigs, wow, meat dress, fucking moron! People associate everything out of the norm with Lady Gaga, and that's just gay, in my opinion, because people are gay. I love gays. But I hate Lady Gaga. What's your favorite tuning? Nick2720 asks me. My favorite tuning is D standard. By far, it's just perfect. I love it because it's easy to play in. It sounds good. It's heavy enough, and you can go drop C easily, and I just like D standard. Then Nick2720 asked me another question. What do you think of breakdowns? Do you mean emotional breakdowns, mental breakdowns, musical breakdowns, more specifically shit musical breakdowns in every fucking shit band ever during the last 5 years? I do not like breakdown oriented music in general. you know, that has reinvented the breakdowns, as in deathcore, as in, well, I don't know. Whitechapel is notorious for having breakdowns, but you know, they aren't as obnoxious as a lot of the bands that actually rely on them. Whitechapel just throw them in there because they think that they have to do it. But I'd like to tell the guys from Whitechapel right now, stop doing it. You kind of stopped doing it on a new era of corruption, but they're still unnecessary. They're just a waste of space. You take the breakdowns out and fill it with some creative stuff, like more guttural ground. So I'm not really a fan. What a question! And it has received 4 thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where the fuck is Kravitz? Slipknot Crows 1, 2 asks me. Well, right now, last time I checked, 10 minutes ago, Kravitz is out back, lying in the sun, soaking up the rays like a fucking cat. So he's just being a lazy piece of shit, as always. How did you get into music? Jersey Skate and Rock asks me. I got into music when, well, actually, as long as I remember, I've always been into music. My first music associated memories are from when I was 3 or 4 years old. Back then, my favorite thing ever was a Queen Greatest Hits Volume 2 with a bunch of Queen songs. And I just listened to that a lot, all the time, constantly. And that's when I decided I wanted to be a drummer. And then I guess I became a drummer, and then I kind of branched out a little more. And, yeah, I don't know, I just, you know, it runs in the family. Music has always been a part of growing up for me and my 2 older sisters and 1 older brother, and my parents are into music shit. So it's kind of just, it's always been in the environment, and I was just kind of raised in music. Know any music theory? What do you think of the relatively new genre of gent? Have any future projects you have in consideration? Lozarb 1 asks me. I have actually studied music theory for I don't know, a few years. Here's something that most people probably don't know, because I don't think I've ever mentioned this. I studied classical percussion for 10 years in a music school / academy. Like, I went through the whole school phase of it. I did the tests and graduated from that to the academy part of the whole thing, which is more like, I think it's more of an institution, and that was like more for adults and stuff. So it was kind of a higher level shit. Greatly explained by me. So yes, I did all the music theory tests there. I got through all of them, but seeing as how my instruments were percussion, and I never actually could, you know, think of all the shit that I learned in music theory, all the modes and scales, and fuck, I've forgotten most of it already, because I just don't utilize it anymore. And nor did I at the time utilize it, except for with mallet instruments such as marimba, vibraphone. So yes, I do know music theory. I did know music theory, but I don't think I know it anymore that well. I just don't, you know, I approach music from a completely practical point of view nowadays when playing guitar and composing and stuff. And yes, yeah, actually, yeah. So I studied. A lot of people have asked me if I'm self-taught. I am self-taught on the guitar, on the drum kit, but naturally, when I've taken percussion lessons for 10 years, you know, a lot of that stuff has obviously helped me with taking advantage of the stuff that I've learned to do with percussion, and just kind of adapted that into kit playing and vice versa. What do I think of the relatively new genre of gent? Well, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Have any future projects you have in consideration? Yes, in fact, there's this one secret project which I'm now working on. I'm recording some vocals for a project that is pretty fucking sweet. That's enough of that. The real PG Darth Nick asks me, where do you get that Neurosis hoodie? That Neurosis hoodie I got at Tuska, the Finnish metal festival in 2009, when Neurosis played there. Why did you take out your piercings? Top Shelf XPT 700 asks me. I took out my piercings 18 months ago because at that time there was a time when I had my eyebrow, bridge, septum, and snake bites. So at the same time, first the eyebrow got fucked up, so I had to take it out. Then a couple of months, actually a couple of years went by, and my bridge, this one, got fucked up, and I still have pretty neat scars here. Looks like I've been sliced up with a bomb grenade. And so I had to take it out. And that same night when I took it out, I was all, I wonder what I'd look like without any piercings at all. Because I hadn't seen my face without piercings in a couple of years, so I took them all out. And I looked in the mirror, and I liked what I saw. Actually, I was just too lazy to put them back in. But it was not a big deal. It was not a conscious decision as to, yeah, I've grown out of the piercings now, I'm just going to take them all off. I just, took them out and then, out of practicality, left them out. And it's not a big deal, I thought that, I've had piercings for a few years, I could just unhave them for a few years now. Maybe I'll put them back in one day. Is new metal fake metal, in your opinion? I know you enjoy Slipknot, and they are often considered as new metal. What's wrong in my mind? What about Korn or Limp Bizkit? I love them. That's it. Well, is new metal fake metal, in your opinion? In my opinion, anything that could be considered metal is metal. It doesn't matter if they're fake or not, because fake metal is a term that people that are actually concerned about what other people listen to throw around. They think that they think that metal is a sacred thing and is a sacred genre, and there's no room for shit music in it. And they think that all metal is good metal, and if it isn't good, it isn't metal. And that's just kind of really naive and silly. So no, I don't think new metal is fake. It's just this subgenre of mishmash of all kinds of stuff that really doesn't work well. But it did for 2 years. It was the big shit to do. The big shit to do and to eat. I know you enjoy Slipknot, and they are often considered as new metal. Yes, I enjoy Slipknot, and they are often considered as new metal, so what do you do about that? What about Korn or Limp Bizkit? Well, Limp Bizkit, I did rock out to Hot Dog Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water a lot 10 years ago when I got it, and fuck, I still do sometimes, but I listened to it so much back then that, I still kind of feel sick of it whenever I listen to it, so. But I don't have anything against it. What Limp Bizkit has done since, I really don't have a clue, because I haven't really kept up with the whole thing, but I like what they did up until hot dog chocolate flavored shit, because it's good stuff. West Borland is a pretty crazy riffer. Korn I've never liked. Do you dig Metallica? Stone Cold What 182 asks me. Not really. Nah. I prefer different bands from the same era that were praised less and made better music, because I'm really underground and true. I hope I could say that without having to say that I'm kidding, but you never know. But I'm not kidding about not really liking Metallica.